he's not playing at his full potential. So complain about roaches all you want, but you're not playing at your full potential. Okay, that's not... I'm sorry if I'm BM. I'm not, I'm not Nanny's skill level, but I mean, when I play Protoss, I use Chrono Boost. Anyways, Twilight Council is on the way, probably going to go into a Templar Archive. Once again, I like this diversification. Getting that Templar out, getting that Colossi out. When you have both, they're just so much more effective than when you have one. I would also like to see Blink. Blink can be very effective against roaches when you have a bunch of Stalkers. Especially if you have a couple of Immortals as well. Just Blink just past the Immortals, and then the roaches are going to be attacking the Immortals. Stalkers are going to be attacking the Corruptors that are probably attacking your Colossi. But I'm getting ahead of myself because there are no Corruptors on the field. We see in an Infestation Pit instead. And getting the pathogen glands, as even before he gets any infestors out, 2 are just about to pop. But they will have enough energy for a fungal growth by the time any engagement does come in. And wow, going to Hive Tech very quickly. I like the fact that he's breaking down these rocks, so he's already broken down his set, and he's breaking down these ones. The Pylon does see this. I hope he's paying attention, but his minimap shows, doesn't show that there's units there until these rocks are dead. The rocks are gone. He may not know this if he's not looking. The units are not going to pour in. He just wanted to open up that attack path and make Protoss even a little more weary about what's going on. So a force out here, a force up here. I really like this. He had his forces split for a second, which probably made Naniwa think what's going on. But there are a couple Phoenix out on the field getting a couple kills. 2 Overlord kills so far. If they can pick off a few more, that'll be good. But at that point, you want to stop using your Overlords for scouting and use Zerglings instead, just like this. Putting a Zergling here, even a little bit closer to the ramp, would let him know what's going on. He doesn't know about this quite yet, but he probably will soon. There was creep here, but it is going to be dissipating fairly quickly. I don't like this expansion. I think it's too vulnerable. It's too vulnerable from up here, it's too vulnerable from here, and it's too vulnerable from these rocks. So if these rocks go down, then he's going to have like 3 attack paths, here, here, or even up here, to cause damage. And Hydras, of course, from up here, they can reach the probes. I would like to see him take this base instead. I think it would allow him to keep his army here and protect both bases just as well as here. But the cannons did come up. Not great positioning, but it is going to protect this attack path. But this one is still open. Big engagement coming up here. Lots of roaches, infestors. They don't have neural parasites, so the Colossi are not going to get picked up. Or sorry, not going to get taken. But fungal growth goes down on them, preventing them from retreating to the high ground. And I don't know if I like this engagement from Ret here. I think he threw away a lot of units, and if he doesn't get these Overlords out of there fairly quickly, he may lose a few of those as well. But he's got a ton of minerals and a ton of gas, so I guess he was population capped and just wanted to throw away some units and weaken up the Protoss force. Of course, Naniwa still does have 1,400 minerals as well and 500 gas. And a ton of Phoenix, just picking off a ton of Overlords as well. That's like the 4th or 5th one that's gone down. It still hasn't put Ret in the red. Not Ret in the red. But either way, I really can't give either of them the benefit right now. Ret has his 4th base up and running. It is saturated. The gas is fully saturated. Minerals are still a little bit undersaturated. But Ultralisk Cavern is up. No chitinous plating. No Ultras in production. I would have thought that's what he was trying to do, was just free up some of his supply so that he could get some Ultralisks out, but that is not the case. Looks like, yeah, Ret's going to retreat and just take a 5th base as well. So Ret just spreading his creep continually, taking more and more bases, 5 bases to 3 if he can get on. He'll be in a really good position. Overseer gets taken out by a lot of these Phoenix, and I really like this. So the Phoenix on the field is such a protection, a good protection for the Colossi. It allows you to lift up any of the Hydras that could be attacking, and oh no, we've got a massive attack here coming from the back of the base, and this could be GG for Nani. If he has his major production facilities taken out, he'll be in a lot of trouble. There's 1 cannon here, but that's not going to be enough. This Colossi is going to get out. Yes, he does. That was like in the nick of time. But there are a ton of roaches and hydras. There is no retreating for them. There is no creep here, so they are not going to be able to retreat. Stalkers are just too fast, and the Colossi are a little bit faster than the hydras. Hydras are at 2.25. Actually, Colossi, I believe, are 2.25 as well. So the same speed, but nonetheless, the Roaches and the Hydras are going to re-engage. But look at all that fiery death here. And nice job by the Phoenix. Of course, it looks like they haven't fixed that bug yet. The Phoenix are still sitting in graviton beam phase when they are finished. But more and more Roaches being funneled into this attack path. But I don't think it's going to be that effective. Nani now is kind of in a little bit of a good position, but he needs to take a 4th base. He's still at 112 supply to 174. And we've got lots of Corruptors out on the way. We've got ground level 3 armor upgrade for the Zerg upgrading. And we've got ground level 1 attack. So does that mean we're going to see some Ultralisks? We still do not have chitinous plating. That is a fairly necessary upgrade for them. But Roaches, unfortunately, even with their 4 range, cannot reach the probes. Hydras can, as you can see. Pew pew Hydras. Yes, there they go. If you can pick off a few probes, it'll be good, because that's going to stop the production and the mining of Naniwa. But there's only 2 Hydras there, so it's not really that big of a deal. That robotics facility did get rebuilt, and there is no Colossi coming out, just more Phoenix. There's a lot of Corruptors out on the field. I really like this army composition now by Ret. A majority of Roaches, some Hydras, and some Corruptors. They're going to go right in, take out those cannons so quick. Those died without even, just so fast. Corruptors need to focus down the Colossi, though. If they're focusing on the Phoenix, they'll be in a lot of trouble. The Colossi are pulling back, and it is allowing the Stalkers to attack them, but there's not enough Colossi to take care of the Roaches and the Hydras. So I think this is going to be pretty much GG. Ret is at 181 supply, and Naniwa's at 85. Ret could be our new champion with this attack. The Phoenix are trying desperately to pick off any of the Hydras, but I don't think it's going to be enough. A lot of the gateways are unpowered now, and the units are just funneling into the Protoss base, and Naniwa really has nothing to do. He's 72 supply. Templar were not out fast enough. He needed that a lot faster. He had his Twilight Council up fairly early, but congratulations for winning with the worst race. So a little bit of a BM there by Nani, but his streak is over, and Ret does take the series 4-2. So congratulations to our champion Ret, and he has won the $100. And yeah, there will be no Game 7, unfortunately, because it'll be 4-2. My voice is kind of happy, although I'm a little bit sad because they have been good games. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. Big thanks to sc2casts.com for sponsoring it. Big thanks to TOS for organizing it. And check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/SchickySC, SCHICKY. Or I'll just put a post, or I'll put a link in the chat. I'm tired. My brain's dead. So thanks for tuning in, guys. And I'll see you next week if we have another one. If not, I'll see you the next event I do.